Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a get ready with me using these products that are currently on my face, which you don't know until I tell you. So if you're into that, then keep on watching. I just have a collection of brushes that I just washed, so hopefully, no, there's enough in here to do my full face. So we are going to be going in with these, and it's a collection of, what do we have here? Sigma, BK Beauty, a few others. And then I've got all of my goodies here. So first things first, I am going to moisturize with the Blue Defense Hydrogel from City Beauty. This is really nice. I got this on the Creators and Friends event that was in New Orleans. You can see here, it's a blue gel. It's a gel consistency. So it feels very slippery and you don't need a lot, like, because it spreads just like water. And it has that same kind of feel on your skin of being really hydrated as the body balm, but the body balm is definitely thicker in a good way, but it just soaks in really quickly and it just makes your skin feel super hydrated. So that is all in. And then I am going to be trying some new-ish to me products, but first I'm going to go in with the R&R Sun Serum, and this is just an SPF that is tinted, and I like to do this. I'm trying to get better about my SPF. Sorry, it's dirty. I use my makeup. What can I tell you? And I'm just going to draw this, as people do, on your face, and then I'll use a brush and just sloppily, messily. You can even do this with your fingers, but I'm not going to. This is going to be the BK Beauty 101 Angled Foundation Brush. And this is just going to make it really fast to go in. Once again, I did not bring a mirror. Oh, I have one on the ground here. I can definitely use that. It's the same mirror from the last time that I did this. And I was like, oh, I should really use a mirror. So it's still sitting here. Because expecting me to do it in just the screen of the camera. Who am I? Okay, so there's that. And did I mention the SPF level? It is SPF 50 on that one. They used to only have one color, and now they have multiple colors in the tinted serum, which I think is really, really great. Okay, so next up, I am going to be using the Sigma Skin Tint. It's the hydrating tint, Skin Perfector Hydrating Tint. They sent me a couple of colors. They sent me color 3 and color 4. And I was really, really excited because actually color 4 is a really good match for me. But actually what worries me about that, come on, where are you? I actually have been using this the past few days, so this is not a first impression, and I can tell you I do like it. The one thing with this that I am a little concerned about is after I was reading some of the materials on it, it says that there's actually only 4 colors. I'm sorry, 6 colors. And I am using shade 4, which means there are only 2 colors deeper than me. And I know that some of them span multiple colors and shades, obviously, and it's not meant to be a super high coverage, but I'm shade 4 out of 6. I don't know. I don't know if the people who are going to be needing shade 6 and deeper feel like if you're going to have 8 shades, I hope that the shade 8 is a lot deeper, because I just don't think I should be shade 4 out of 6. But I cannot speak from experience on how deep shade 6 is. And if anyone out there has tried shade 6, let me know. That being said, I really like the feel of this. I like the look of it. It's not too heavy and it stays really well on my skin throughout the day. It wears well. I do happen to have kind of combination skin because I can be extra dry and then I can get oily. So take that for what you will. I think it wears really beautifully. And it's just one of those, my skin but better. And you can build it up a little, but I'm not going to. So there's that look. Again, I am shade 4, but I do really like it. I do worry though for the deeper shades if you need it, if you're going to be able to find it. So because I haven't yet done any powder products, I'm going to go in with a couple of products from Salt New York. And in here, I also have a bronzer as well as a blush. And I believe this one, I'll put the color in the description. Let me see if it has it on the back. This one might be Cocoa, which I'm not sure if it was completely limited edition. And this one, oh wait, this one is Cocoa. Okay, so this one might just be the medium bronzer. I will put it in the. Now, one thing I've found with this is they're very emollient, and I like to use my finger to work the surface of it and then put it on and then go in with the brush. Because I find if you go in with a brush sometimes, I mean, it is capable of doing that, but I just find for me that this has been best for me. So I'm going to go in kind of like with that darker color and then go around the perimeter. This is where a mirror would have been really good, and kind of dot. And then I'm going to go in with a brush later and just kind of do this guy and kind of do this guy. And then I'll even go in with the little lighter color and I'll kind of do a bit more on the cheeks. And then I have one more kind of liquidy cream blush that I'm also going to be using more towards the apples of the cheeks. So this is really just for darkening that outer perimeter, using it like bronzer. I'm just going to go in actually maybe, no, that's a lie. I'm going to use this one. This is the Sigma Beauty F08. I really like this one. You can see it's a little bit contoured as well. So this one I'm going to go in and just kind of work on these edges. BK Beauty also has a very similar brush. I don't know if I have it in here. I do. It is the 109. So if you like the 109, take a look at this. They're very, very similar. The Sigma Beauty one is just a little bit more narrow in terms of width, but these are both very, very similar. So if you like one and you want to try the other and you're looking for something similar, like maybe with a longer handle, something like that, then definitely check out the F08. Okay. It's one of my favorite shapes of brushes. It's really growing on me. By the way, I did get a code for BK Beauty and Sigma. So if you are wanting to try any products from there, including that new skin tint, you can use it's an affiliate code. So if you shop and make a purchase, and that I can make a commission off of that, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. And it gives you a discount. But if you don't want to, that's totally fine too. You can always Google the product and also make a purchase that way. So, all right. So you see how easy that blends in? It's really so fast. I am going to try and find that mirror real quick. I know it's right next to me, so 1 second. But you see how it's just really that no makeup your skin but better type look, especially with these products combined. I really like them. They work well together too. So that is the blush bronzer situation. And then I said I do have another liquid blush, and this is the Iconic, and this is the sheer blush in Cheeky Coral. So with this guy, instead of just dotting it on my face, I am going to dot it on the back of my hand. And this one is really sheer. They do mean it. You don't need that much. So you could just go straight onto your face. I'm just going to dab it into the back of my hand, work it into the brush, and then I am going to go more so for the apples. Again, very sheer, very light. Yeah, I don't think I need the light on here. Somehow I have a sparkle on my face. I don't know where that came from. And just to be a bit more dramatic, I think I am going to go back in with that darker color from the Salt New York palette and just pump it up and give it a little bit more oomph. Now that it's a little bit warm and I've broken the surface, as you will, as you say, I am going to go right in to here, paint it onto my brush. You can see it's definitely more pigmented, and I am going to just kind of all over again. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I really like the way that that looks. I don't know if it's coming across, but I really like it. It's almost like a little bit of like sunburn mixed in, you know? So I really like that. I'm going to go in with that original foundation brush just to tone it down just a little bit. There we go. So all of that is on. Now I'm going to go in. I am going to try some brow stuff here. So the first thing I have is from Surratt Beauty. This is their clear eyebrow gel, I guess. And what's interesting about this one, it has like a little toothbrush looking applicator. So it looks like this, which I think is, it looks like a little brush, right? I think it's interesting. And it looks like it's white, but it does dry clear. I have found that it's a flexible hold. It's not like a super strong, crunchy hold. And so I do like that about this. And I like that it dries clear too. I am going to let that dry for a minute. I am going to then go in with the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. It's so funny. I got like the really expensive eyebrow product with a really not expensive eyebrow product, but this is just the ultra precise brow pencil. So I will use this in just a little bit when all of this has dried. So we'll just kind of run it through. Yeah, it's definitely gotten a bit more tacky now. And you can see how itty bitty that little tip is, right? I'm gonna come in here. I do have a little bit of a bald patch at the front of my, what is this, my right brow. It's always been like that. I'm going to use the Spectrum Color Correcting Duo in this is medium to dark. So again, I don't know how dark that is, but I had the light color, I will say. I used just my finger for this. And it was definitely too bright, especially with the tan that I have on right now. So I did find this one to be a little bit more of what I was needing and looking for. I think this one does a nice job. It's very emollient too, reminiscent of that Salt Beauty type of feel, or the Salt New York. And I'm going to be using this, which is the Sigma F72. Oh my gosh, yes. Soft Angle Concealer F72 brush. So I'm going to do that and just kind of work this in here under my eyes. Oop, there goes that light again. There we go. And then I take whatever is left over on this and just run it across the top of my eyelid. And then I am going to go ahead and powder. So this is the Sigma Soft Focus Setting Powder in Honey. So I always like to keep some of the sticker on so that it only has a couple of holes that product can come out of. That way it doesn't overwhelm and spill into stuff. That's just something I always like to do. You don't have to do that. So I'm going to take this little guy here. It's a little bit more dense, and I am just going to roll all of this around in the lid and then press it under my eyes here. So I'm just going to do this. And that will bring down some of that shine and mattify just a bit. We're not going everywhere with this. And I probably should be a little bit more gentle with my under eyes. I'm a lady of a certain age. I don't think about that though. All right, so I'm going to do this. And I think that looks good. Like I said, we're not going for something like super crazy today. Next, we are going to go into eyeshadow stuff. So I'm going to start with this. This is a Beauty for Real Shadow Sticks 24/7 eyeshadow in Midnight Marathon. Apparently I need glasses or something. So I am going to, one thing I do like about this one, it does have a sharpener in the bottom. And if you wanted a swatch of this as well and to see which other ones also have, I did do a single shadow declutter where I swatched every single shadow and stick that I have. So if you want to see that, I can link that below. So I'm going to kind of sloppily put this on all over. Kind of use this not only like an eyeshadow, but an eyeshadow base. I think it's pretty by itself. And then you could just kind of leave it on and soften out the edges with an eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to draw it on. You can kind of see it. And then I'm just going to take a brush that's kind of fluffy. What do we got here? This is the BK Beauty 212. So you can see it's a little bit kind of fluffy and rounded. I am just going to windshield wiper back and forth, soften it up, no harsh lines, kind of spread it all over. And you could stop here. This is a perfectly like neutral, very subtle type of look. It's a little bit taupey. So there's that, right? And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to amp it up just a little bit. This is the Block Party eyeshadow. It's Dose of Colors. And this is my favorite color. This is Caffeine Queen, right? Yep, Caffeine Queen. And it has just a tiny bit of sparkle in it, but it's kind of a taupey color. Let's see if I can give you a good swatch here. It looks really dark and scary, but it's not. Because you can definitely sheer it out and you don't have to have it be so scary. But it just has a little bit of, hopefully you can see it, almost like blue silver reflect in it. So I think it's really gorgeous. So you can definitely sheer it out just by, because I went in real intense. So I'm just going in here with this, and then I'm going to start on that outside where it's going to deepen that edge. But there are plenty of times I just swipe it over the entire lid and call it a day. So I'm going to start out here where the most color is for the payoff, and then I'm going to diffuse inwards. And I'm going to stop about after I've gone about 2/3, so I'll leave that inner 1/3 kind of alone. So it kind of works like a gradient, but we will just kind of do little circular motions, again, heaviest on the outside, kind of stopping halfway to 2/3 in. So it's a gentle wash of color. It may not look so gentle on camera, but I swear it is. And the fluffier the brush, you could definitely, like I said, shear this out. So there's that. And then I'm going to go in with an eyeliner. So this one, I got it on Yes Style, I'm pretty sure it was. And this is the Mersey gel eyeliner in G2 Dutch Brown. I don't know if you can read that, but there's that. And I'm just going to use this pretty much mostly on the bottom. It glides on super easy. Just got this. This is, I used to love the Schwing eyeliner in black from the Balm. This is that, but in brown. So I'm going to be using this just kind of on the outside. So we're going to see how this goes, because I was excited to see brown in that formula. So I'm going to just... This is a very wet formula. Or maybe it's just super wet because it's brand new. I'm going to do the tiniest of little baby wings. One thing I remember about this eyeliner is that it sticks. And once it dries, it's going nowhere. I like it. It's been a while since I've actually used like a liquid eyeliner and not just a pencil or eyeshadow. I'm not perfect, and you don't have to be either. I really like that, actually. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. And I feel like that's not going to go anywhere. I like it. Okay, is there anything less? Oh yeah, we got to do lips. Oops, the lid just fell off, which is my one complaint about. You can see how well loved this is. This is the ColourPop Lippy pencil. This is BFF2. So I dropped my cap, so I'm going to have to go back and get it. I do have a little bit of, I will say, lip oil on, because I like to do that while I'm waiting so that my lips are ready to accept whatever color and whatnot. Okay. Okay, we're going to do this. And it may just be me, but I've always filled in my whole lip line with the lip liner. That's just how I roll. I don't do the outside line of just color. Next, I'm going to go in with the lipstick, and this is from Sigma. This is the Infinity Point in Deja Vu. And one thing I like about this, if you can see it, it's all in a teardrop shape, the whole component, and it stays like that, which is nice. And it's very satisfying to have the click when you get to close it again, because it has a magnetic top. So now, because that feels a little bit more matte, I'm also going to go in with one more layer. Of course I am. So it's a triple lip combo. So bear with me. We got one other thing. We're going back in with the Ofra lip gloss in Queen. You can see mine is well loved, almost done actually. So I had to buy another one. Actually, I bought two. That's a lie. And it's kind of a peachy copper with sparkles. So So there's that. Last thing we are going to do is we're going to put on a highlighter. I think because we've done everything else, right? So this, I'm going to use an old classic. This is the Laura Mercier kind of baked highlighter in 01, like this. If you are looking for this kind of a bit more on a budget, you could check out the Essence Pure Nude. So good. Very similar, baked. I don't really have a brush for that, so I'm just going to use this one. This is the Luxie 512 Small Contour brush, and it's kind of domed and not quite, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. We're going to do this, knock off some of that excess, and just bring it and sweep it up and down. It's a very pretty highlight. So I think that is going to be everything that's going on my face. Let's talk about it. I thought I saw maybe it wasn't so blended over here. And that was my fault. This was before I had the mirror, right? So, all right. So we have everything on now. We got the, let's see if we go through all the products. You know what though? I like all these products. That's why I picked them. And that's what I'm using to have my kind of, it's not a no makeup look, but it's like a minimal makeup look. So, oh, you can still see the swatch. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready with me, and thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in more, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.